As an English teacher who specialises in Cambridge English exam preparation, the most common question I get asked is, how long does it take to prepare for a Cambridge English exam? And that's an understandable question, right? It's logical. We all have lives, we have jobs, families, friends, school, university, and you want to know how to fit exam preparation into your lives. And so whether you're preparing for the B2 First, C1 Advanced or C2 Proficiency Cambridge English exam, my answer is always the same. It's a definitive, it depends. Because everyone is different, every individual is different. But I want to help you, so I have 3 questions that you need to ask yourself to help you decide how much time you're going to need for the exam preparation. So those 3 questions are, do you have the level? So if you're thinking of taking the C2 Proficiency Cambridge English exam, for example, do you already have a C2 level and you can do online level tests to get an idea of your real level? The second question is, do you know the exam? Are you familiar with the Cambridge English exams? Perhaps you've taken the C1 Advanced, for example, and now you're planning to take the C2 Proficiency. So you have a good idea of the format and the style of the exams, although there are some important differences between the 2 exams. And the third question is, can you dedicate at least 1 hour a day to your preparation, to studying for the exam? Now that may not be 1 hour literally every day, but more or less, can you have some kind of daily consistency in your studies? Now, if your answer is yes to all 3 of those questions, then I would say you need less than 2 months to prepare for the exam. And maybe quite considerably less than 2 months, because if you really have the level, you really know the exam, the format of the exam, and you can dedicate enough time a day to studies, then maybe you just need 4 or 5 weeks. But if your answer is no to all 3 of those questions, you're going to need more than 6 months. And again, perhaps a lot more than 6 months, because if you really don't have the level, you're going to need to spend time studying English in general to reach the level, and also preparing for the exam itself. So getting to know the exam and practicing sample tasks and really understanding the exam in detail. And perhaps you've answered yes for 1 of the questions and no for 2 of the questions. Well, I can't give you all the possible scenarios, so you're going to have to work it out for yourself. But that gives you a general rule of thumb to how much time you're going to need. But one thing you can do to reduce the time you need and to help organize your studies is enroll on my preparation course. I have preparation courses for the B2 First, C1 Advanced and C2 Proficiency that I've specifically created to help you with your preparation, and I share all my tips on strategy and approach. And of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel where I share many more tips.